How's it going, guys? It's urdiub here, and it's time for episode number 11 of my NHL 14 BAGM Mode Commentary, and we're the Colorado Avalanche, and if you did watch the last episode, you did see that we ended up sweeping the St. Louis Blues in 4 games, very emotional games, a lot of one-goal victories, but we were able to sweep them up, and in the next round, we're going to be up against the Chicago Blackhawks. So anyways, let's take a look at the playoff tree, and see whether it went to 7. Yeah, it actually went to 7. Chicago ended up winning 7 games, so they're coming off tired. Edmonton versus Winnipeg and the other one, so one Canadian team is guaranteed to go to the Western Conference Final. And then the other side, Toronto ended up losing 4-1 to Boston, Ottawa beat Buffalo 4-1, and then New Jersey versus Detroit in the other one. So interesting playoff matchups. Let's take a look at the lines very quickly for the Chicago Blackhawks. I believe that's under coaching options, view lines, there we go. So we're going to take a look at how Chicago's setting up their team and whether we could actually compare. So right beside, so we can compare. So that first line is definitely what is going to cause some huge problems for our team. Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, and Marian Hossa. Holy crap, 89, 93, and 89. A very solid line, but then it tails off very quickly. I mean, you have Patrick Sharp on there on the second line, 88. But then right after that, you have like 78, 81, 78, 79, 79, 79, 78, 78, and they've got defensive D-men playing on the fourth line. So, like, they have depth, but I mean, if you take a look at our fourth line, it's 79, 79, 80, and everywhere after that, we're up over 80 basically, except for the exception of McClement. So, I mean, we have a pretty similar team, and our first line isn't too bad either. What's going to be the big motivation here is their defense is pretty good as well, 90 and 89. Duncan Keith and Seabrook, and then Hjalmarsson is 85, who's also a decent player, but then it tails off to Peckman, Leddy, and Corrente, 82, 81, and 79, and a lot of defensive D-men. Let's take a look at ours compared. I mean, 88, 87, it's a little bit worse than Seabrook and Duncan Keith, but then we have Schultz and Ekman Larson, and then Barry and Elliott. So I mean, I guess you can compare that our team is very similar, but we have that we have that third elite defenseman, Justin Schultz, who is a very good player and who definitely helps out our power play. Let's just take a look at how they're running their power play. They've got Kane, Toews, and Hossa, obviously, but their second line is a little bit worse. Our penalty kill wasn't the best. As you can see, we had it set up as O'Reilly, McClement, and then Boyle and Landeskog. It started to work a little bit better towards the end of the season, but our power play is the main thing that helped us get in here with the acquisition of Justin Schultz. Definitely a player that helped out our power play by quite a bit. Yakupov also a very solid player, much better than a guy like Booker on that first line. And so yeah, we looked pretty good. Chicago, let's take a look at their goalies real quick. I believe it's Crawford. He's at 86, so similar to Miller, but Biron's the backup there, and he's not as good as Pickard, so it'll be interesting to see. So anyways, that's the roster analysis with this lines, and we'll jump right into it. I'm not going to change any lines because we did get the 4-game sweep, and we'll see if we could take out the Chicago Blackhawks in this series. So we'll start off, we'll sip up to the day, and then we'll go right into game 1 and see how it goes. So Patrick Sharp leading their team in goals with 2, Brandon Saul with 4 assists, Patrick Sharp with a plus minus of 4, so pretty close so far, and we're going to sip this game. And we're going to see if we could start off this series with a bang. We're on the road again. And so we'll sim the first period here. And we're down 2-1. So it's a Toews on the power play. Sad. So that power play is going to kill us again. But Landeskog gets a goal late in the first. And we're able to get back and split the lead. So second period here. And we get 2 back. Matt Duchene on the power play, stepping up. He did great in the first series of the playoffs against St. Louis. And Braden Shen picks himself up a goal. A nice job for him. And so now we're going to go into regular simulation. And we'll see if we can hold on here. 3-2 win, a goal on the road. And that's Landeskog with another goal. Makes it 4-2, second of the game. And we're holding on here. We're getting crushed on shots. And we make it 5-2. John Mitchell from the fourth line. What a beauty. We survived the power play for Chicago, and this game's going to end with a 5-2 win on the road. Beautiful 34 shots on net for them, 26 for us, so Miller stepped up big, I guess. We'll take a look at the 3 stars, but Corey Crawford, man, he pretty much blew this game. And we took advantage of that. Our first liners played well. John Mitchell with the goal there from the fourth line. Very nice to see. And hopefully this keeps up on the second game. Let's just take a look at the 3 stars real quick. Landeskog, Miller, and Duchene. Miller once again stepping up big. He pretty much helped us in the first series. And Landeskog gets himself 2 goals and assists. Matt Duchene stepping up again. So it's very nice to see that. I think that move where I put Yakupov on the first line with Duchesne is really helping. Yakupov's got himself 3 assists so far. Might have picked up another one in that game, but we'll just take a look at it in 1 second. So yeah, Landeskog ends up leading our team in assists. And okay, scouting assignment. And so we'll sim again. We'll go, I don't know, I'm just going to take a look at what's good here. Any goalies? Yeah, let's just take a look at this. We'll put it for 3 weeks. That should take us to the end of the series or next playoff series. But anyways, we're up against Chicago again on the second game. The first game was a big 5-2 win. Another win here would be very, very good to go in back to Colorado with. So we're going to sim the game. And we need one more win, boys, and we're have the 2-0 lead going back home. So anyways, we start off on the power play. Don't want to sim this one, but actually I will. First period. And we get 2. Landeskog again with another goal, and Ryan O'Reilly on Crawford. So once again, Crawford really shitting the bed here. So really, really good start. And we're going to see how we do in the second period here. Second period. And they end up getting one back. It's D. LeBlanc. I guess that's the rookie. I don't think it's Louis LeBlanc, but some kind of LeBlanc. Scores on Miller, and shots are pretty even. So let's see if we can hold on here and go back to Colorado with a 2-0 series lead. Here we go. Nothing happening so far. Very good to see. Come on, time. 10 more minutes, boys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Another win. We hold on for a 2-1 win. So Crawford wasn't as bad as the first game, but that first period helped us to victory. Ryan Miller keeps us in it. And we're going to go back to Colorado with a 2-0 series lead. Very nice to see from our team. Definitely looks like the moves we made at the deadline paying off, because our first line is pretty much helping us throughout it. Landeskog gets the goal there with Myers and Duchesne in the assist, and then Elliott Shen on the assist of O'Reilly's goal. So 3 stars once again. I'm guessing Ryan Miller up front. Corey Crawford gets the second star, and Ryan O'Reilly with the third. So very, very, very good to see. And we're going to go back home with a 2-0 series lead, and hopefully we could clinch it up at home. But definitely it's going to be interesting to see whether Chicago could come back or they can. But we're stopping that first line so far. I think Taze is the only guy who's got a goal for their team. And we're going to hopefully we can continue that here in Game 3. So we're back at home here with a 2-0 lead. Come on, boys. First period. And it's 0-0. We have 10 shots. They have 7. But so far, nothing going for either team. Both goalies look solid so far in the first period. So we're going to sit in the second period here. And we're going to go down 2-1. It's Hajar Almost getting a goal on the power play, and then Skilly with the goal on Miller, and Landeskog gets a goal back late in the second, so he's on a tear pretty much in this series. But we're down 2-1, and we need to come back here in the third period. We're out shooting them, and so Miller a little bit shaky, but hopefully he could turn that around in the third period. Let's go. We'll sim 6 times sim speed. So let's see if we get one back. The shots are power play. Come on. No, can't get a goal there. 10 minutes left, boys. Come on, we just need one goal, and it's Patrick Kane with the goal. So the first line for Chicago comes up big. They're on the power play, and that's how the game's going to finish. So a 3-1 loss in Game 3. Not what we want to see, especially with Patrick Kane getting that goal. We don't want him to start getting a little bit better. We don't want him to get on a hot streak, because that's when the troubles start to begin. But anyways, we're still up 2-1. I guess that's a positive thing to look at. Corey Crawford pretty much held them in this game. I'm guessing he's got the first star. Yes, he does. And Skilly with a goal and assist with the second star. And Hajar Wilson with the third star, also with a goal and assist. So not what we want to see, but we're going to go into Game 4. Not going to make any changes because our team is doing okay so far. That's just one game. That kind of hurt us, but hopefully we could get back here at home and at least get the goal, go back to Chicago with a 3-1 series lead. So anyways, first period. And it's still 0-0, same thing, and we're out shooting them 13-4. If we don't win this game, this is going to be a very tough loss to let up. Might need to make some changes here. But anyways, we're going to go in here and second period, and we're going to let into Morin and host us. Again, the first line coming up there, and Morin gets the second goal, and that's not good because we are out shooting them greatly. So Miller looking a little shaky. Might need to change up some lines for the next game if we can't get back in it. Anyways, we're going to sim here, third period. Let's see if we can come back. We need to power play at the start. Nope, they get a power play as well. Good kill. They got another power play, and it's Hossa again. And it looks like this game's pretty much wrapped up here. We're going to lose this one, probably 3-1, unless they get another goal late. But nope, this game's going to end 3-0. And so we get one goal in the last 2 games at home. We outshoot them both games. And it's not good to see that so this series is back at square. We take 2 from them at on the road. They take 2 back on the road here in Colorado. So we're I'm gonna make some kind of line changes just to see if we could spark our team up, because that's not what we want to see. So let's take a look at our lines and see what we can do. Power play wasn't looking too good, but I'm just gonna take the stats and see what's happening with our team. Duchesne, Yakupov, Landeskog playing great. Our first line might need to switch it up something with the second and third, because I think O'Reilly's the only guy who's got something going for us. But anyways, we'll take a look here in terms of our team, who's doing well, and their first line starting to heat up. So anyways, points: Landeskog, Duchesne, Yakupov stepping up big. Myers, Braden Schen's looking okay. O'Reilly's looking alright. But again, not really having his best playoffs. O'Reilly with a bunch of penalty minutes, so that's not good to see. Who's doing bad in terms of plus minus? Duchesne, they're doing fine. Barry, 82 overall. He stepped up big in the season. He's looking pretty weak right now. Might just be because he's with Elliott, but if I could switch up the lines, put Barry back on the second line, Ekman Larsson down at the third, and see if that changes anything. But take a look at, don't want to do that. Goalies, let's see how Miller's doing in terms of shots. He's doing fine, 199 goals against average, 93.52 save. So that's fine. We're gonna just take a look at, maybe it's our power play or penalty kill that's not looking too good so far. But goals against, we're 11th in the playoffs so far. Power play is one of the best, so I'm not changing that power play at all. And penalty kill is second worst. So that's the one thing that we're gonna have to change. I might just put Duchesne on that line to see what we can change around. But the penalty kill, once again, proving to be the costly point. We have the best power play percentage, so maybe we're just not getting enough power plays. But why is Duchesne on here? Is there an injury or something that I don't know of? Why did they... Oh, Jesus. So look at that. Our lines got screwed up. I don't know how that happened, but guessing someone got hurt, and the assistant coach changed it automatically. Yeah, it was Boyle that actually got hurt, so no wonder that happened. I was wondering why something like that would happen, but so that's why our lines kind of got screwed up there. We couldn't really get going. Downey was, I think, here. So we got a 72 overall player playing on the line, so that's not a good thing to see. We're going to put McClement up here. Zubris back on this line, and then Prust. We'll put Agazino on our third line because he's a playmaker, and then we'll put Prust and Downey and Mitchell on our fourth line. Defense got changed around as well, so everything basically gets a little bit fucked up due to that situation, so not good to see. I liked it like that. Don't want to press that. Barry and Elliott, fine. Yakupov, that's okay. Braden Schenn. O'Reilly needs to be taking those face-offs. I mean, Braden Schenn's a good player, but O'Reilly has really good face-offs. This was okay. 4-man power play. I don't know why Schenn's here, because I wanted O'Reilly. And then that's fine. Penalty kill is what changed up a little bit here. So Johnson, Myers, Schultz, and Ekman Larsson, that's alright. I think that's how it was set up, but this was fine. And then I had Landeskog and Boyle here. Now I have Duchesne, and maybe that's affecting our goal scoring, so I'll try to see if I could have anyone else. Riley, Landeskog, Duchesne's probably... We could throw in Braden Schenn instead, just to see, or put Prust in and switch him up with McClement, and I think that might actually work a little bit better. So we're going to keep it like that. Penalty, 3-man penalty kill, McClement, O'Reilly, that's fine. This is okay. So yeah. So basically the player got hurt. It was Boyle who was on our penalty kill, and all of a sudden they just started scoring power play goals. So remember, penalty kill, boys, that makes a big difference. And with Boyle out, they kind of like screwed up our lines a little bit. We had O'Reilly and Braden Schenn working well on our first line, and Johnson and Myers doing well on the first defensive line. Kind of messed up there, so we couldn't get goals. So I'm guessing that's what happened. So I'm just gonna check the edit lines of what it was. I didn't get anything up that said, oh, your players got injured. Rules, yep. Injuries is on. Penalties, that's fine. Auto sign free agents. Let's turn auto assistant coach edit lines to no. That's fine. Okay. So that's the one thing that was on. It was on minimal. I guess I put that because it was during the season. There wasn't going to be any injury, so it didn't really matter at that point. But now that it's in the playoffs and we do have injuries, Boyle going down definitely hurts our penalty kill. And now not something that we want to see. So anyways, we're back on the road here against Chicago. I'm guessing that's why we lost those 2 games. So unfortunate to see that, but hopefully with the lines set back to normal, we can come back here and win game 5. Alright, so let's go send this game. We'll see how we do. Alright, boys, we're on the road. Let's get a win here. First period, and it's still a 0-0 game. They're out shooting us at home now. Maybe we can do the same to them that they did to us at home. Second period, and we're going to get, oh my god, look at that. McGinn gets his first goal. I think first goal of the playoffs, second goal of the playoffs. Patrick Sharp, Yakupov with a goal here, then Hossa, and then McGinn gets his second in the game. Nice to see that he's starting to step up. And maybe that the line change did work, and he kind of got pumped up again with O'Reilly and Shen on his line. He did play really well during the season. But anyways, we're up 3-2. We need to hold on here. Third period. Let's go, boys. Come on, power play. That was a 4-minute, and we get a goal. Yakupov, second of the game, and he's gonna go like McGinn and get. Oh crap! Kruger gets one back. Come on, boys, hold on here. Half the game left. Penalty kill. Yes, penalty kill pays off. Pressed on that line. Come on, boys. Yes, we win the game 4-3. Oh my goodness, 2 power plays late there for Chicago. We're able to hold on 4-3, and we're 1 game away from the Western Conference Finals, boys. Yakupov gets 2. McGinn gets 2. Our second line stepped up here. So did our first. Yakupov looking like a very, very good trade there. Considering we traded him just for Vincourt is a very surprising thing to see. So I'm going to take a look at 3 stars. I'm guessing McGinn up there, Yakupov, and then Seabrook, 3rd star with 2 assists and +1 in this game. But we're 1 game away from eliminating the Chicago Blackhawks and moving over to the Western Conference Finals. I like their team, or the way our team is set up. Miller playing great once again. Boyle's out for 2 weeks, so he might be back for the late in the next series if we could eliminate Chicago here. But I don't want to jinx anything because this is the game for all the marbles, boys. We're at home. We have a chance to eliminate Chicago first period, and we're gonna go down to nothing. And it's Patrick Sharp with 2 goals from that second line, and that's not the way to start this game off. Let's get back in this. Come on, Colorado. Second period, and we're gonna get 1 back by Brayden Schenn, but that's right after Patrick Kane gets the power play goal. So 3-1 down. We need 2 quick ones to make this a game. Let's see if we could do something here. Third period, minute sim. Come on, boys. We're out shooting them like crazy. Power play, and we get 1 back. Nail Yakupov on the power play. Nice to see that. We need 1 more, boys, and not that one I was looking for. Patrick Sharp gets it to make it 4-2 just like that. And 5-3-2-1, and that's the way the game's gonna end, boys. 4-2 loss. And this series is gonna go to a game 7. We lost the game 7 last year against Nashville very painfully. Took it hard. We came back next year. We swept the St. Louis Blues, and we were 1 game away from winning this series. We lost to Chicago at home by greatly outshooting them. Corey Crawford. I don't know why I said Patrick Crawford, but Corey Crawford looks like a beast on the road, but at home he was a little bit weak. Drew LeBlanc with 3 assists and Patrick Sharp with a hat-trick basically killed us there. And we got pro GM status, so that's nice to see. Justin Schultz has been injured. That's not a good thing to see, and he's back on May 20th, so he might be back for the next series, late in the next series. But that's one thing I didn't want to see because our team doesn't look like it's ready to replace him. Hopefully, I wish we could just call it McGinnon at this point, but we're gonna have to settle with Holden here. And he's going to have to replace Justin Schultz in Game 7. Definitely not what we want to see, but hopefully we can survive here. No. Okay, whatever. I'll just change everything up. But, so yeah, we're going to put in Holden here. Yeah, stress the player. And so we're going to play him. Barry up on back on the second line, and he's going to be with Elliott on the third line. Hopefully they could hold on here. Justin Schultz, our power play. Oh, damn, this is not a good thing to see, but we're going to have to put Barry here and move Eric Johnson. You know what, I'll put Ekman Larsson on first line because he's a little bit better than Eric Johnson. But it hurts me to say this because Justin Schultz was basically our best offensive defensive for sure, but one of our best offensive players, back there. And also on the penalty kill, we're going to have to put in Barry, I think. Yes, Barry. So 3-man PK also. Dyson Barry. Barry's a decent player. He could be able to step up. But, guys, Justin Schultz just going to be tough to replace him here. And we're going to switch him with Barry. And Holden's going to go over here. All right, so there we go. Extra attacker. I think that's everything. Shootout. I think Justin Schultz was in the shootout. Really, who cares right at this point? But we'll just throw in. Nope. We'll throw in. Yep. Okay. So that's about it. That should fix our lines, and we'll see if we can win Game 7 here, boys. Oh, this getting butterflies in my stomach right now. We're on the road in Chicago. Duchesne basically putting on a show in these playoffs, so that's at least one good thing to see. But here we go, boys. Game 7. It all comes down to this. We're going to sim the game. We're on the road in Chicago. We've won 3 on the road, but all teams have won their games on the road. So anyways, first period. And it's 1-1. Tyler Myers gets the first goal on Crawford, but Saad gets one back with 6:30 left in the first. Alright, boys, the shootouts are pretty even here. Second period. And it's still 1-1. Oh my goodness, this game is deadlocked. Don't want this season to end right here, boys. We have 1 period left. Put on a show. Go in top gear. Let's get this goal and run away with the series, boys. Come on. Nice, good job. Penalty kill, power play. No. Come on, half the period's left. Come on, boys. Just 1 goal. Just 1 goal. Yes! Gabriel Landeskog, what a beauty. He gets a goal. Hold on here. Yes! And we are off to the next round. We win this Game 7. Gabriel Landeskog with a show. Puts on a show in this series. And, boys, we are going to eliminate the Chicago Blackhawks, and we're off to the Western Conference Finals. Oh, my days. I didn't think this was going to happen. A 2-1 win in Game 7. We win all our road games, but we lose all our home games. That's a cause for concern going into the next series. But, I mean, we win 4 on the road. We win the series. Boys, Landeskog with his 5th goal in these playoffs. Yakupov with the assist. And take a look at that. We're off into the next series. Just going to sim to see who we're going to be facing. And Eric Johnson is injured as well. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Like, with that kind of roster, I mean, it's going to be hard to actually get anything going. Sort by overall, again, our next best defenseman is... We don't have a next best defenseman, so Bordelow's going to have to come up. He's going to have to play on the wing, and we're going to have to get one of our 79 guys to play in defense, basically, because we don't have another good player. I mean, that's the thing that pains me to say it, but... So we're going to have to find our best defensive player, play him on the 3rd defensive line. And so injuries might just kill us in this series. But we're going to, you know what, Prust, I don't want to play McClement there because he's great. Well, we can play him on the penalty kill as well. But trying to think here, McClement or Prust. I think I'm going to play McClement actually over here. And on offense, we're going to have to change it up. But it looked like he got hurt in training or something like that. Not a good way to injure yourself there. But Bordelow, you're going to have to step in here, and you're going to have to play on the 4th line. And we don't have a center now. So another nice bad thing to see. I want to keep Braden Shen up there on the wing. I mean, I know he's a center, but we can't just throw him on the 3rd line. John Mitchell. So maybe, you know, we're going to have to put a guy like Steve Downey. Or, yeah, you know what? Let's just put Steve Downey down in the on the defense. Might be my stupid decision here, but you know what, I'll let you guys decide that. So we'll leave that for now. I'll let my assistant coach get best lines for now, but I'll think about it and we'll see what we can do. But we're going to be playing against the Winnipeg Jets, boys. The Winnipeg Jets. We'll stop the simulation. We'll take a look at the stats after that and how they're doing, and we're going to analyze their team in a second. Playoff tree real quick. How much did they need to eliminate Edmonton? They beat them in 7 games as well, so two 4th seeds here in the Western Conference Finals. We're in Boston versus Detroit in the other one. Original 6 rivalry there, and here Colorado versus Winnipeg. Relatively new teams in the league, but anyways, Detroit would win 4-2, Boston 4-3. So interesting 3 4th seeds in the finals of the Western and Eastern Conference in the playoffs. So just take a look at our player stats for our team, and I'll let you guys decide what we should do with our lines here. Who to put on defense, because I don't want to play 60. I'd rather play Bordelot on our 4th line and bring up either McClement or Prust or Downey. I'll leave it up to you. But Duchesne putting on a show, 12 points in 11 games. Very, very good to see him turn up. Landeskog with a point per game, and Yakupov with a point per game as well. And then Myers is up there. Justin Schultz was at 5 points in 10 games, so a good streak for him to start off. McGinn with those 2 goals. stepping up. But Agazino, even, I don't think he got that much minutes, but still no points for him in that game. Holden with the 1 point, with the one game played, also no points. And we're going to see whether we can hold on with a little bit of a weaker squad. Just going to take a look here. Ryan Miller looking good, 2.18. He's basically held us in this, and if he could come up big against Winnipeg, that will be definitely a good thing to see. And the good thing is we're starting off at home, which might be a bad thing because we actually went 0 for 3 at home against the Chicago Blackhawks. Take a look at how our power play is doing right now. Where would it be? Power play. So we're second in the league, right behind St. Louis, who we eliminated. But penalty kill might have gotten better after we made those changes. And no, it was actually third worst, so behind St. Louis. That's the reason we beat St. Louis. They had the best power play, but the worst penalty kill during that series, which helped out our power play by a bunch. But so far, we're 2-3 at home, and we still haven't lost a game on the road, and that is what is going, hopefully, to help us make it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. So, with that, I guess we'll wrap up this episode. It looks like Myers will be back for this game, Game 4, and then Schultz should be back for Game 5 if we do get back there. And Boyle, it looks like he's back in 7 days, so that will be also in this game. So hopefully no more injuries until then, and we'll be able to hold on, at least win one at home, and hopefully then we can make a run back with our new team, with our starters back. So with that, will wrap up episode number 11. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. A nice 7-game victory, 7-game series win against the Chicago Blackhawks. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.